fuck. They didn't. This country's so backwards, right? And vote
The bank loaned me Mike's $1,000
3,
to us in the black community for years.
2. The rich and powerful wouldn't do certain things if some of the 1. Yo, it's your boy Mike B, and I'm rocking with my brother.
The neighborhood therapist, you already.
And this is episode 18 of the Black Man Misunderstood podcast.
Kiko got them beats, baby.
91 shit. Advocate, hope. Lesson starts when the teacher actually ends. Now, lesson starts when the teacher actually ends. Now, lesson starts when the teacher actually ends. Now, fuck them casual trends. We going all in. Now, welcome to the growth. Keep it brief, this how it goes. Some keep it real, others keep doing the most. Some keep it real, others keep doing the most. Some keep it real, others keep doing the most.
So, bro,
Talk to me.
have you ever gotten this call right here? Hello, David. We're calling about your federal student loan debt. We'd like you to consolidate to get a better rate and pay quicker on your debt. Most people, like me, I click. What about you?
I don't get that phone call. It come in the mail.
It come in the mail for you,
It come in the
bruh.
mail.
Yo, bro, I get at least one of those types of phone calls every day of the week.
For real?
Yeah,
I get the extended car warranty call.
that too now. It's switched, bruh. Yo, that too. They're like, do you like to extend your car warranty? If you don't act fast.
I act fast. Put that ass on the block list. Quick.
Facts.
Expeditiously.
Facts. Oh man. But me bringing that up, it's just the intro to what we gonna speak on today. That war on debt.
Okay. I mean, before we talk about the war on debt, you got to talk about the war on terror, because the war on terror is the war on debt. There's an explanation to that, but I'm not going to get into that right now because, yo, Mike.
What up?
Yo, my man, real talk, real question. Why didn't you ever join the military?
Couple of things. First and foremost, big sis, of course. So she wasn't with it. Like my sister said this ever since we was little. So they always take the eldest son first, right? If there's a draft. My sister done said, or all the able bodies, however they do it now. My sister always said, Mike, I will break your kneecap for you not to go.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
They still could have took you, though. You could have been on the computers and shit.
Yo, I get with you. You stupid for that. You stupid for that. But seriously, I never saw that as my way in life. I'm not knocking it or anything, but nah, that's not me. Fighting, even though it's combat, protecting the country, I'm like, I look at the military like I look at being a cop. I was never gonna do it.
Okay. I got no choice but to respect that. On the flip side of things, believe it or not, I was actually going to become a Marine.
I can
was.
see that though. I can see that though. Yeah, I can see that. If any group for you to join, I definitely could see you being a Marine though.
Oh yeah. I went as far as walking into the recruiting office. I went through the whole process and everything. But when I just was looking at the way I was raised and looking at my life, I was like, is this the stopping point for me? You see what I'm saying? Because At that time, I was in a real dark space when I
Yeah.
was actually going to join, and I had to make a conscious decision. Like, am I doing this for my own selfish reasons? Because what I see on TV about the Marines, what I've heard about the Marines, and what I want to do in the Marines, or am I doing this to better myself? So
Mm.
ultimately, I had to make that decision. I wasn't in the right space, this right state of mind, and I understand that the Marines and the military in general is supposed to teach you real different level of discipline, but ultimately, I don't think that would have been the best move for me. Me, and like I told you before, that's my gift,
Hmm.
bro, vision. So I didn't really see that playing out well for me. It just would have been negativity in the end for me, and probably embarrassing my family name, that type of deal. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dishonorable discharge and silly things like that. So that's the story behind that. But
No, I understand that, and
yeah.
I can second. I actually did go to the Marine office. They asked me to
Oh
come in.
yeah,
Yeah, bro, I did. I went and sat and had the whole conversation.
Mike B went to the Marine office. Took you. I would take you as a Navy man. You like water and things like that.
Well, first of all, let me let's correct something. It took me the longest to learn how to semi swim. So, so,
He said he ain't
so
getting on nobody boat.
exactly.
Oh man, what about the Air Force? Nah, that's not your thing either. Flying, nothing. Nah,
Nah, I ain't trying to find no plane and get shot at.
dang.
I'm good.
Come on, bro. Live a little, man.
Look,
Well,
you'd see me on a ship before you see me in one of those aircrafts.
mm, well, not sure if we got a lot of military listeners, but shout out to them. Shout out to our peers.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody that's bled and went out there and fought for this country. Like real talk, we definitely appreciate you. This is in no way meant to bash the military at all. Like I keep preaching. My granddaddy was, tried and true. He fought 3 wars, for this country. So, I got love for the military and everybody that's in it. Keep doing your thing. We appreciate you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But let's, what time it is, man. The war on terror, cross it out, put debt.
Yeah, man.
Why did we label it like that?
Because if we're looking at it from the black man's perspective,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
there was terror on the part first where it turned into debt.
Mm.
So the war on debt is really the war on terror on black people. Point blank
Mm.
period.
Well, we got to talk about the real thing first, okay?
Yeah, let's go, man.
The United States of America is still in debt to a bunch of other countries. And it started off with Great Britain, correct? Am I
Yeah.
wrong there? Okay.
No, I don't think you're wrong there.
I'm not even sure if we even paid that debt off. And see, this topic is so dangerous because some of the things I'm gonna say, it's a high chance Daxter might cut it. Because it's one of those things like
Facts.
if you let the cat out the bag too hot, too hard, they'll come knocking. They'll come knocking. So the biggest thing people gotta understand is to this day we are still owned by Great Britain. I don't know why people don't understand that. The whole when you talk about lawn care, right? Cutting the grass, that comes from Great Britain. Look it up.
Mm.
Because what you're really doing is you're really damaging the ecosystem by doing that. I know it's wild. You don't want a bunch of snakes in your grass and all types of rodents in your grass if you let it grow too high. But I'm just telling you, naturally speaking, that's something that we get from our big brother, our big sister, Great Britain. Okay. Now we owe a lot of bread to them. We owe a lot of bread to China, which is why
Mm-hmm.
those, the long talk, table talk that they be having is going back and forth. But let's get into the real shit, bro, that people really want to talk about. That I really just want to take it there. I know we got to give a history and a backlog, but I just don't feel like it right now because I'm just feeling the type of way.
Go ahead, bro. Yeah, I
All
do
right,
all that, man.
let me fire off, man. Everybody keep losing their fucking minds about these stimulus checks. Oh, with my stimmy, they're making memes, and it's hilarious. Don't get me wrong, the memes and the videos, they're hilarious, right? But me,
Mhm.
because I'm a grumpy ass old man, I'm sitting in the back looking at everybody. I'm just like, you fucking children, you fucking kids, you goddamn young bucks. What happened, right? To we don't have enough money to pay the black community reparations.
Mm.
They just spent trillions, not millions, bro, not billions, trillions of dollars getting the American people out of watch this debt, a bad
Mm.
situation. Okay, but y'all didn't have enough money for reparations for the black community. Y'all just gave trillions to everybody in America. So you telling me you didn't have millions? At least, bro, I'm not asking for a lot. I said you didn't have millions for the black community, but y'all out here playing Oprah to the whole United States, right? And I don't have no beef with it because I know people, they need what they need. What's up? Because you know I'm a fire up. Keep going. Go ahead. You good?
No,
I'm let you
no,
rock.
no,
Go ahead.
no, no, no. No. I'm not gonna rebut anything that you said. I'm gonna tell you why they doing it,
Okay.
and why they haven't done that. They haven't given us, meaning black folks, the reparations because it would admit to them being wrong all
Mm,
that time.
mm, mm. You make a valid point, my brother. Keep going. I'm listening. I am
Think,
intrigued.
think about it like this: when the Holocaust happened, everyone condemned Hitler and his crew, right?
Facts. Facts.
And that's known. When slavery ended,
American slavery.
American slavery,
What is it? Transatlantic slavery. There you go. Go ahead.
yeah, did the owners get condemned?
Verbally, but there was no action.
Verb- Verbally, and there was laws, but they found other ways to still keep us in that mindset or frame of mind, or try to at least.
Nah, go
Some people
deeper.
had strong heads.
Nah, F that. Go deeper, Mike.
What you mean?
Pick up on that point right there. That three, because you talking about 3/5 of a man. Go ahead, go deeper.
Oh
Hit
yeah,
that. Hit that, bro.
they didn't. This country's so backwards, right? And those times are so old too. So when
It's not
that
it's not. Let me stop you real quick.
go ahead.
It's not a country.
What
It's a
is
bunch.
it?
It's a bunch of countries within a corporation
Oh, okay.
acting like a country. But go ahead.
I got,
I took it there. Go ahead.
I ain't got no argument with that, but go ahead.
I took it there. Go ahead.
But it took like it took forever for every state to actually officially let people know slavery ended, right?
Mhm.
So these fools and these higher powers and whatnot did not want to give up their power. And going back to a previous episode when we talked about politics a little bit, this is the same mindset that was going into politics when we first started the United States of America.
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
You brought up 3/5 of a man. That's one thing that came about later on, but this electoral college bull crap started because of this. So this war on terror that turned into debt started all the way back then. Hey, look, they stripped us of everything that we own, that we called ours, and says you're mine now. So you owe me. So you got to work for me for the rest of your life, and then your children's children, and their children's children, until the laws change. So this war on debt, yes, it started as a war on terror on black folks.
Mm. Mm. Let me ask you something. So, I don't want to bore them with history. I know some of our listeners love the history aspect that we give of it, but we're not gonna go that route
And
today. Okay.
Nah, it's all
Moving
good.
forward, do you feel like black people have learned anything in regards to that? Like that understanding that so it's now a war on debt against us, the redlining, not getting approved for certain homes in certain areas, and getting higher APRs on their credit cards and they auto loans. Do we see it, or are we just blind to it?
So here's the thing: we're not blind to it. It's not being blind. We're ignorant to it.
Okay.
There's a difference
Hmm.
because what it is, it goes back to like a couple of different things. It goes back to your point that you always bring up. Each one teach one.
Okay. Facts. Talk to them.
If each one don't teach one, how are we supposed to know? But at this point in time, you also have Google and YouTube. So if someone ain't trying to teach you, go look for the information.
Mm,
They always said if you want to keep something from a black man, put it inside a book.
put it in a book. All right, Mike. I'll raise you one.
Bro.
I know we got at least two listeners that's like, man, y'all always talking. Why don't y'all do something? Say less. I hear you. Let me introduce you to a little segment. Okay. Let's talk about good debt versus bad debt. Come on, Mike. Let's
All
do it.
right,
All right.
let's do it.
Let me drop some gems real quick. Okay.
Go ahead, bro.
A credit card is not your enemy. Follow me. I know them financial buffs just lost their mind. They're like, this guy, oh, he's talking that nonsense. Ah, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. You ain't from the hood. Listen, talking to all my people that have issues with credit cards. Listen, credit card is not your enemy, but you're using it wrong. Okay. I want you to get your credit card down to zero. That is absolutely the most important bill in your house right now. Okay. Now, the first thing I want you to do is take care of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The first thing being physiological, which is your food, your water, that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You need a house over your head. So I want y'all to take care of that. Okay. Make sure those bills are paid. Make sure your rent is paid, the water, trash, if you have that in your city, whatever. Okay. After that, though, after you got your food and your shelter, pay those credit card bills down to zero. Let me tell you why. I'm not worried about your auto loan. Okay. I'm not worried about your Aaron's sofa or whatever the fuck else y'all buying from these freaking idiot companies. Okay. Or the payday loan that you got to pay off. Don't worry about that right now. I need you to focus on that credit card because the credit card APR is always the highest APR that you're going to get. Yeah,
Fact, true,
right?
whoa.
Okay. You can go get a private loan for 8 to about 15% and still pay less than what you're gonna pay on a credit card. Am I lying, Mike?
No way, man. No way.
The average APR on a credit card is 17% to about 27%. What I've seen so far. That is extremely too high. Okay. So listen to me, listeners, for real. Pay your credit cards down to zero and then focus on the rest of your debt. What I want you to also do is I want you to start taking 10%. Watch this, Mike. I'm stepping on your toes. 10% that they say to tithe with, right? I want you to take that 10% or 25% if you're nasty like me out of your paycheck, each paycheck, and put it into a high yield saving account, a money market account, or an investment account. Completely up to you. What I always tell people to do when they come to me anyway and they ask me, I tell them if it's your first time starting out, put it in a Betterment account. Shout out to betterment.com. Y'all need to go ahead and put that ad in for us. Yeah. Anyway. um, I tell them to put it into that account or an account like that that will make money for you. People, I want y'all to just stop putting your money in the savings account and thinking that's it, it's going to stack bread and that you're getting anything from that. You're not getting anything from that. Your money is just sitting in a bank where the bank takes you. So if you got $1,000 sitting in your bank account, right? The money is going to, excuse me, the bank is going to take your $1,000, right? Do you understand that your $1,000 is no longer really there? People don't get that. The bank
Mm-hmm.
took your $1,000, gave it to someone else so that they can invest and do whatever it is that they do. So basically, let's take me. So Mike put $1,000 in his savings account. The bank loaned me Mike's $1,000 so that I can go purchase a home. and now they're gonna make $5,000. Well, they're gonna make $5,000 off of Mike's $1,000, and then off of that $5,000 that they just made, they're gonna put that Mike's $1,000 back in the bank. How much did Mike make? $1,000 and 15 cents, I believe, or some shit like that. Because you get pennies.
Some low.
Yeah.
Some low.
Because you get what, 0.01% APY a year or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, that's what it is now, I believe.
So Mike, you put $1,000 in the bank and you made 15 cents, but the bank made $5,000 off of your $1,000. That's called using other people's money. But the neighborhood therapist is ignorant. I'm the problem. No. Don't play these games with me, okay? Let me go back to the credit card because I don't want to lose people. Listen, the reason why I'm telling you get your credit card down to zero, I want y'all to get to a place in your life where when you get your debt in a more comfortable position. So now all you're doing is you're no longer using debit cards. I absolutely despise debit cards. Let me tell you why. If somebody takes your money out your account, it's going to take 30 to 60 to 90 days to get your bread back, if they give you your bread back. If you use a credit card and somebody takes your money off of a credit card, the credit card company is going to reimburse you almost immediately because it's a credit card. Look it up. People don't understand that. So why am I going to take a risk with my own money on my debit card when I can take a risk with whoever my credit filer is money? A credit card is not your money. That's their money. Why are you using your money and putting your money on the line when you can use their money and put it on the line? That's what they've been doing to us in the Black community for years. Why do you think you don't see no Black-owned stores in the hood? That makes no sense. They're using someone else's credit, i.e. us. They're using our money to build up more things in our hood. But I'm the problem. Again, the neighborhood therapist is the problem. I'm too hard. I'm too grumpy. I'm an old ass man. I don't know nothing. All right, I'm gonna sit back. You got it, Mike.
You preaching, bro. That's all I
Come on, bro. Like,
man, listen.
Come on, man. A credit card is a good debt to have if you know what you're doing with it.
Yes, but here's another thing about that, bro. That our people need to understand.
Talk to me.
But no, our people need to understand they don't need to get a credit card for everything.
Uh-oh.
Every store you go to, you don't need a credit card.
Uh-oh.
Everything online, you don't need a credit card.
Talk to them.
You get too many credit cards, that's gonna mess you up because you're gonna be overspending what you can afford.
Uh-oh. Go ahead, bro.
Stay in your means. Like, yo, there was a point in time when credit card debt was at the high of highs. It may be higher now, but I'm talking about when it first came onto the scene. You seen people having credit cards for every store: Macy's, JCPenney, Lord & Taylor, all these little small stores also. And people buying up all this clothes, all these items, and have no ways to pay it back. Folks, those are tricks. I'm gonna let you know this right now. These stores that offer you a credit card all the time, they just want to keep you in debt. So you also gotta remember that they want to keep you in debt. So they're like, oh, you get this points. But if you don't manage it right, it's a detriment to yourself. And this is what I say to most people anyway with the credit card thing. Try to only limit yourself to 3, maybe 4 credit cards. But this is when you've been in the game for a while.
Yeah. Okay.
When you fresh out in school, you better only have 1. And if you smart enough, you get a credit card in your child's name. Basically, when you get it in their name, you just add in their name to your credit line. And basically, when you pay something off, it's building their credit. So before they even graduate high school, they already have like a 700, 800 easy, chilling. Then you give them a credit card that they can get. Then that would also help out with loans. That's a whole other different side of things, but we'll get to that a little later. But let's be smart about these credit cards. Don't be getting everybody in their mama's credit card. Don't be giving. Look, I recommend this. if you want to have more than 3 credit cards and you want to push it to 4, one credit card is a credit card you can use anywhere.
Okay.
Definitely have one, and that's Mastercard, Visa, American
That's
Express,
usually a Visa.
the
That's
the
usually a
the
Visa.
the, the Discover. The companies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you can have another card if you want to have a card just for your car, for anything that happens to your car, or it's an emergency card. 2.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Third card, that's for your vacations. So you can book your vacations in advance and pay them off later. But at the same time, you can save and do that. But that's a whole nother ball game. But that's another trick to the trade. You can pay that off later. Use their
Now,
money to pay for when you go travel. But go ahead, bro.
now,
What's your
now,
question?
I'm not mad at that, okay? But I just wanna piggyback on what you're saying. I I think that's the mindset of the majority of us in the community. I can pay it off later, and I think it's a double-edged sword, and that's
Yeah.
the part. That's part of the problem. Let's dig a little deeper, okay? Let's take it all the way there because according to Advocate, according to Advocate, the argument that me and him did, we don't hit deep enough when it comes to these topics right here. So let me go ahead and swing this all the way out the park.
Go ahead,
Us
bro.
as a culture, stereotypically, we are terrible when it comes to funds. When it comes to money, we spend our black bucks every damn where but with ourselves. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now let's dig deeper. Why are we so terrible with money? Mike B already hit it. We don't know nothing. And when somebody tries to teach us something, guess what? Man, you talking about what? Sacrifice? I ain't got time for that, man. I'm trying to live right now. Right? Am I lying, Mike? Can I
You
keep
are not
firing off?
lying. Keep
All right.
firing off.
Let me shoot from the hip, man. So listen, people like me, right, that are raised the way that I was raised, there's nobody around me to go, stop. That's not the way you move money. That's not the way you do this and this. Because there was nobody to teach my people that was around me. So where am I getting the game from? Again, I went to YouTube University. I read books, like Mike said. I read books. And one thing about me, man, I'm a sponge. I go into inner circles where the boring people are, air quotes, boring people are, and I sit on a wall, man, and I'm like a fly on the wall, and I just soak up game. I've been in so many rooms with lawyers who are talking about finance, and I'm like, why are lawyers talking about finance? And to be real with you, man, when y'all freaking out and going to these top golf places, I'm talking about the actual top golf place. For some reason, a lot of people who are really good with finances and money, they just love golf. Listen, I don't know what that is about. I don't know what the correlation is there. I probably should do like a dissertation there so I can get my PhD based off of that alone. But I'm not going back to school, so y'all can kiss my ass. But beside the point, like if you really want to go soak up some game, go to Top Golf and go find somebody that's talking about bread and get your booth next to theirs. You want to do one better? Go to a golf course. I guarantee you're gonna find somebody speaking about finances while they out there golfing. It's just like peaceful to them. But that's beside the point. You got to soak up the game from somewhere. So, Mike,
Mhm.
I would like us for the next couple of minutes, man. If it's okay with you, if you're all right with sharing, I want you to dig into your cranium and let's just like share gems, bro. How to get out of debt. What are some of the things you do? What type of lifestyle are you living? Because me, bro, I live way below my means. Like I find what my means is, and then I live under that. And then under that, I dig another hole and I live under that. Like you can ask, you know what I mean? Mike B knows about me, bro. Like I
Yeah,
really
man.
live below my means. But I've been doing that for so long because I had a vision. And see, that's the biggest thing about the community right now, the black community. I don't think we got vision anymore, Mike. And it hurts. It hurts to say that.
Yeah, no, I can understand. I understand where you're coming from with that, and to be frank with you, I am not at the spot that I would like to be. Point blank, period.
Okay.
But you already know we just getting started.
Make sure you head over to the BM Patreon to finish the rest of the episode. It gets deeper.